Hey guys, this is Garies and welcome to another episode of Survival Overdone. We are at our normal recording spot again, but there's no moonwalking monkeys. Oh well. Well, we tamed the one bug that was here and the other one is still on that side. And yes, so I was thinking it's time that we start getting a new base up and running a level or two lower, especially in the blue level. But for that we need to start having electricity. Well, more electricity than we currently have. And we need to get more fuel. I know this is a lot of fuel. This is what I brought over from the other server, so I really don't want to use this once. So I was thinking we'll need to start getting our own oil. So we get a few from the dung beetle, but one isn't enough, so we must go and collect some more. And also, if you guys remember, in a previous episode there was actually something that I wanted to mention to you guys. Oh yeah, I had issues with my headset, as you guys know, about my sound and so on, so I'm using a cheaper headset to do all my voice recordings and my all my recordings, that is. And it has a mic, a boom mic, or what, I don't know what you call it, but you put it up, sorry for that, you put it up and you can put it down when you record and so on. But when I put it up, I forgot to put it down again for the next part of a recording. And for about 3 or 4 minutes in the previous episode, you can't hear my voice clearly. It's very, very low, and that's about how low it is with my decent headset. But from the start of this episode, I am not using my cheap headset anymore, and I'm guessing you guys can hear me clearly. But the other thing is, I'm still not using my fancy headset. I finally got a standalone mic with a audio device, what do you call that? Audio interface device. So I did a bit of research and got a cheapish mic, so it's not a grand one, but it's much better than the other ones, and the settings seems to be fine. The volumes I tested about 50 different videos and short clips that I made just to make sure the levels is correct and so on, because the audio interface has settings on it and the software has settings on it. So I believe this is good. It doesn't seem to be too bad, and it actually picks up a little less room noise, or white noise rather, but it picks up more room noise. If I put on my air conditioning unit, it does pick up that. So it's a proper mic, but it picks up too much, so I'm looking into getting some sound dampening panels. But I'm gonna DIY it, try to DIY it, because those panels is quite expensive, but I need some materials for that first. So without further ado, let's quickly get into the note part. Okay, I've messed up that part of reading the note totally, so I'm cutting that part. So I'm gonna start over now. So if you find some weird cutting just before this part, yes, that's what happened. So okay, Aberration, note number 6 from Helena. What's the saying? Absence makes a heart grow fonder. On the island, I wasn't sure where I stood with my yin, but now we've been catching up like best mates. She apologized for socking me in the face. I learned how she arrived here and that she got her new scar while battling Nirvana to the death. You know, best mate things. She also introduced us to some of her new allies at her camp. And here's where it gets loony. They're from the future. Well, my future anyway. It all fits, doesn't it? I never met anyone from my future before, but Mei Yin and Rockwell are from my past, and the technology here is beyond anything from my present. Clearly, the current year is far beyond 2008, but by how much? Okay, so this clearly shows that we are in the future, and something that happened if we take in consideration what happened on the control center, that the Earth seemed to have a problem and something happened between then and now. And now, in the present of Helena, something is off. Well, we are playing even more into the future. I'm also not sure by how much, but what was that? Yeah, anyways, sorry, I'm so worried about what that sound was. Yesterday when I tested the new mic, some of the software wasn't perfect and the USB driver messed around with the sound interface. But I used a different driver and it seemed to be working fine from then. But the sound made me jump a bit there. But in any case, so also, where was I? As I said, I'm not sure how much difference is there between Helena and where we are at the moment. It could be a lot, could be a little. They are... I think I got the note. Let's quickly see. Not this one. I got a note from somebody. It's not Mayin. Nope, not Mayin. I only want Aberration notes. Let's quickly see. Helena Walker. It's only a dossier. Rockwell. It's not Rockwell's, right? No, it's one of the other people. They talked about a dome, and I'm not sure if it's a dome of the whole Ark or the dome of what's protecting us. Okay, that doesn't make sense, right? Here it is. See, so this is a dome they talked about. So much for that. That less than a day after I set out, my mission hit a wall, or more specifically an invisible energy barrier that extends around this entire area. Definitely in my bottom 10 landings of all time, by the way. My shoulder's still feeling it. You see, she's using a tech chest piece, so it broke. Once I reported back, I took Santiago to inspect the barrier. He thinks it's also the culprit that's responsible for jamming our long-range signals. So basically, as long as the barrier exists, we have no way to reach the outside world. We're completely isolated. Unless, of course, we find a way to take it down. So I'm not sure if... I'm guessing this is the people from the future that Helena spoke of, because they're talking about long-range jamming. So it seems like they have technology to communicate great distances, not just like the normal radios you get in Ark, but longer range. And they think this barrier is what's prohibiting them from communicating to their other allies or colleagues or however. So they're pondering to take it down, and that's what I'm thinking. Is this the whole barrier that keeps the atmosphere in, or is it the one that keeps... I'm not really sure, but if I know I'm not making a lot of sense now, but I think they busted this, or tried to bust this force field, and that is what broke the pillars. You remember last time we saw that big pillars, I don't know what you call it, the clasps, well, big clasps that holds the Ark in place. So that's what I'm trying to get at. So is it that kind of shield that kept the whole Ark inside, or is it a shield that just keeps the atmosphere inside so that we can breathe, etc.? So, but yeah, it's still confusing, but I think we'll get there eventually. And this is one of the Explorer notes that I got. So yeah, you see here is the... I haven't read this one yet, so but I'm not going to read it now. We've done enough notes for now. But these clasps that keeps the Ark in place. So so here you can't see any other activate force field except for this dome. So I'm guessing there's only one. So maybe I just made confuse myself and you guys a lot now. So sorry about that, guys. But I think they destroyed it, and that is what made this Ark go wonky. So, but because of that, the Ark already is wonky a lot. So now it doesn't make sense why Helena already found the Ark with a bioluminescent area, etc. Except if this is kind of how the place looked beforehand, this Ark. And that the things that's broken, like these train roads and over there in a radiation zone, that came after the Ark broken. And I believe that is these guys that broke the Ark because I wanted to get down the force field. The what's his name? Santiago. This is a guy's name or lady's name. Well, the ally of Mei Yin. So Santiago blew up him and his pals, or her and her pals, blew up one of the clasps in order to bring down the force field so that they can use their long-term or long-range communication. But that shouldn't have this much of an effect on this whole Ark in a very short time. Otherwise, we probably should have seen changes still happening. So I believe it is quite some time since Helena Walker walked these plains, etc., and that we arrived here. And also, if you look at the island, there is ruins of buildings. And even if you look at the islands, let's see if I can do this again. Map. There you go. Okay. So you guys have to real life zoom a little bit. This is a map of the island. As I understand, Rockwell's home was around here in a southwest part of the island. So there is a lot of ruins surrounding this place. So if you read Helena's notes from the island, you will hear her talking about Rockwell's place and Mei Yin's place somewhere here, and the Sharks. That's a tribe that's around here somewhere, if I have that correct. But I didn't go that deep into it, so I could be wrong. But in any case, so there is ruins. So again, since Helena was on the Ark, the island Ark, sorry, and since that we got there, I believe there's a lot of time passed. And talking about time passing, I made it so that we can pass a day by quicker. So last time was about 1 minute is 1 minute in game time. Now it's 1 minute is 2 minutes of in-game time. So it's 30 seconds per minute. So that is great. So, and also, since we talked about tech gear in the previous episode, I believe now is a time we're gonna put on the last suit that we'll ever wear. If any one of you know from which movie that comes from, without looking at the comments and googling it, let me know. If anybody knew or does not know the names. Ooh, what's this? Right click and stuff as functions, not just zoom anymore. Okay, and E, I believe. There we go. Okay, and I believe this is the same as our binoculars, our awesome spyware glass. Let's quickly see. Okay, now E is just switching it on and off. If you double tap E, it switches mode. And combining it. So it's night vision and dino thing. So I'm trying to hear what makes that noise. Oh, it's a bear. Okay, so we're gonna run a massive deal with this. We're gonna put a glider suit on here so that we can glide as well. don't know the controls yet, so... Come on. This is not proper Ark footage, guys. I'm sorry about that. I just don't know how this gear works properly. I haven't played around with it a lot. Well, this is normal flying. And I believe you don't get fall damage. But let's test it in a smaller area. Yeah, no fall damage. Oh, cool. This will work great in Aberration. Okay, so now something I want to test is the radiation effect. I want to check what it does with radiation. Okay, so give me a sec. I'll head over there where the radiation is and I'll bring you back in. Okay, I accidentally flew into a place where there's radiation, and no. Tech gear does not stop radiation. I thought of landing on this pillar and then bring you guys in, but it seems like I touched a place that is not very friendly. Okay, so tech does not help with radiation, which sucks. So, okay, so we know that, and I'm quickly gonna go off cam and gonna look for a bunch of dung beetles, because we need to produce some oil. And also I know we're gonna have a lot of fertilizer. I'm just gonna throw it away because we don't use that much fertilizer, except if we can get some plant species X in here, but there's no swamp area. And then I'll bring you guys back after we have dung beetles, and we'll quickly tame them out, 10 seconds max, and also then we'll quickly go scout for a place to set up. I'm not sure though. I'm going to switch this on. We should have light, so we need to have energy, or not energy, power, so that we can set up a place. And looks nice. There's a lot of nice places to set up, but we will come back and we will go check out a few places. I will scout out a few places beforehand first, and then I will just bring it back and show you guys which places I think of, and then I'll prepare. And if there's any comments regarding where you guys think I should set up, then we will do the setup in the next episode. So, but without further ado, I'm gonna go off cam and I'll bring it back in a sec. Okay, I got a 4... Oh, no. I keep forgetting that. I got 4 dung beetles. I got a few feces. I couldn't get that name. Got the other names in my head, but not that one. But in any case, also now that you saw this, I got a purple drop in the dark blue area while exploring a bit, and I found this seed. Oh, tips is off. Z fruit. Flash of charged lightning. Is this like a grenade? Something cool. And then I got a roll rat cage. And talking about roll rat, I remember in a previous episode I messed up. I dropped honey and it kept appearing back in my inventory. It was this derp thing that did that. So that was a derp moment. So anything you drop, it picks up immediately again. So that is why we couldn't do that. So we will try that again in a bit, or maybe next episode quickly. But let me show you guys what was a whole point of these wire, what do you call it? Zipline, that is. And with the wolf thingy. Ravager. Why can't I word today? Messed up the note. Let's start this. Okay, so this is poopy number 2, yes. So I'm struggling to type a bit today because of the new mic. It's in my way of a keyboard. So I am still getting used to the new mic. So please excuse me for that one. And if I'm not mistaken, everyone should only need one. Four, and then we need number 5. And that's it. So we have 5. Why are everyone walking away? Behavior, wandering is set by default, so let's put everyone here, close to the teleporter, and tell the teleport to go home. Thank you. And we grab Ravager. I love this. The sliding effect of a zipline. Okay, so then we could start producing oil. So as soon as we get enough oil, we will start making some gasoline, and we will start building our base. We'll just now go and scout it quickly, as I mentioned earlier, so that we can check out which base is nice. And in between the episodes, we will I will there it is. Okay. I will gather some resources so that we can start building our base, our second base. I believe we will get a third base up and running as well, especially in even the lower levels, but I'm not sure how we're going to handle the radiation though. We'll have to test it. We'll have to check if Adobe or tech gear blocks radiation, which I doubt, because tech gear doesn't block radiation. So it's possible that tech structures also doesn't. So how many tech have we used? 5. Well, 1 for each. So that's still good. Okay, this is not a seed. It's a fruit, so we can't plant it. I would have loved to plant it though. I have no idea how to get the seeds. Okay, our produce comes along great. Let's see if everybody got poop in them already. Yes, great. Not long at all. Then we will start getting oil. Also, I think we need more dinos for more poop. So maybe just some dodos. Sarco, not good. Okay, let me quickly take care of that Sarco, and I'll meet you at the first candidate for our away base. Okay, I just want to continue what I was ranting about on the previous episode about the radiation. I was thinking a spot over here would have been nice. It's a nice scenic point or area, and the radiation is right over there, so if I wanted to test anything, it would have been easy. Let me just go away from the music quickly. The nameless got interested in me, but I want to angle myself better. So, as I said, I wanted to think of maybe make a base over here or somewhere, and it's a nice view, but over there and over here somewhere is radiation. And once again, there's nothing that shows that there must be radiation. So I was thinking maybe the line of water would split the radiation part, which is over there, from here. But no, this is also radiation. So I thought, okay, maybe there, because that's a nice spot. No, radiation. So definitely not that spot anymore. There's another spot also by a river. I'm not sure if it's up there now. I'll go check now. But I just saw this spot over here, so I was thinking maybe here. Also close to the water and close by the radiation. Just want to check out what we can do. There's some purple crystals. That's one of the things I want. Let's see. Radiation, right? It's gonna eat us. Yeah, well. Then I don't know. I really have no idea. I don't know how people play this on official servers. Really, I don't. Because this is sucky. This is really, really sucky. You can't build any place, you can't go anywhere, there's radiation everywhere. Your dinos get affected by radiation, so if you can make a base, you can't do anything at that base. Because you can't have your dinos, especially with PvP guys. Maybe I should go and check out some of the big let's plays of that. Well, only after I finish this, because as I said, I don't want to spoil anything for myself. So that is why I haven't checked any let's play or anything regarding Aberration. Let's just check that stamina. This spot also doesn't look too bad. I wonder if we can break these rocks. And another nameless. And a basilisk. Let's just leave that place be. Oh, it's over here. Well, I must actually first check if we can break these rocks over here. These spires. Because they're irritating. And they will... Maybe you can use that as a type of support structure for the base. Build the base on top of that. That would look pretty. So the reason why I want to build also here is because then we're closer to this purple area. Let's see if there's maybe an area we can build before hitting radiation, which I doubt. And there's the seeker. There's a seeker. So this place isn't going to be fun. And it sucks that you can't tame them, because that would have been pretty cool. Perlovia. There it is. Ah, my arch nemesis. I hate Perlovia. If you followed from the island, you would have known that. Hint, hint. Go check that. Yes. Feel free to go check out my other playlist, guys. There's two fast playthroughs of one of the island, one of the Scorched Earth map. So feel free to go check out those. Maybe we can build on top of this. Oh no. Definitely not on top of that. Yeah, that one fell to its death. But yes, 181 Krakenos. This also looks like a nice place to build. It's covered from most of the side. Covered from most of the sides, as I was saying, and there's only one way in. Put a gate there. Yeah, this could look good. Oh, but here dinos can fall off of here. Or maybe just build up here. That can also work. Let me know what you guys think about those options. This tree looks great. It's sad that there's no flat ground basically here. This could have worked out nicely. And again, I would believe you get radiation flying over this spot. But, nope. See, this is what I meant earlier in the episode, guys. The broken rail system. Oh, look at that big skeleton over there. Wow, that's big. Wonder what that would have been. Okay, so, yeah. Let me quickly get back to base, and I'll bring you guys back in. Okay guys, you remember the previous time we attempted this? As I said earlier, it is because we didn't, or not didn't, because we had our derping gear on, so yes, let's see if this works. Nope, that's not a... I'm just afraid it... Well, it looks much different on the island when you drop it. It's either consume or drop, right? Okay, I think I should definitely go check out to do this, because now I'm making an idiot of myself. Yep. I'm thinking maybe if it goes underground so I can grab him. Or not grab him, put the money on top of him. Did I not test the knockout method? Yes, we did test the knockout method, right? And that also did not work. Come on. Okay. Oh, now I mustn't pick up his gems. That's not gonna be fun. Ooh, and there's a red one. 24 red ones. I'm gonna risk it. Let's see if he can follow us all the way home. Thank goodness I have tech gear now. And there we go. And we're safe. Okay, well, that was failed attempt number 2. So I really have no idea how we're gonna tame a rat. I believe I'm gonna open my Dodo Rex and let's see what it says. Quickly, just give me 1 second. Can do that while flying though. So let me just get into the proper aiming. Okay, fly home while we open Dododex. Dododex is an awesome art tool for taming, guys. What was that? Right. I'm trying to figure out the things on my own first, before I just YouTube or Google it. Roll it. Oh yeah, to tame a roll rat, wait until it burrows and underground. Well, I guess it says burrows underground, then drop a food item into its burrow. Okay, so I had the correct idea actually. I just waited too long. Okay, so are we gonna attempt that quickly again? Yes, I believe so. But I'm not gonna use that roll rat because I'm afraid it's gonna be angry at me. Oh, looky, another one. Okay, so let's just do this and this. Split stack. So that it's easier to drop. I wonder. This one seems a bit too dangerous for me. I'm gonna quickly look around for one with a better spot, and I'll bring you guys back in a sec again. Okay, there's a few mole rats over here, a 107 there, a 40 and a 20. So I'll want to quickly see if I can make it very safe for myself. That we don't have any interferences from while we tame. Okay, so that is the 40, so 107 is over there. Let's just check. There was a partner here as well, and I got rid of that one too. Okay, so let's switch off this. Thank goodness. Okay. So now it's due. Oh, you can't break that. Ooh. Let's just get you out of the way. Okay, this is a... That one looks nicer. But this one is level higher, so let's rather use this one. And we have a nice saddle for it now, so that's cool. Come on. We only have like a second or two to do this. I wonder what it eats afterwards. I hope still, or berries and not honey. Really? Did I do it wrong? Probably. This thing looks ugly. Come on, borrow. Still looks safe. Come on. Okay, this is taking forever to get the correct spot, it seems. Maybe there's a special spot you need to drop it in. Gee whiskers, he looks ugly when he chows. I want to kind of prepare when he starts digging. Right there. Ah, it's already out. Gee whiz. Split one. Otherwise I should just use Q. Not Q. What's drop again? Oh. Oh. Is there no way to drop it from your hotbar though? That would be cool. I need obsidian. Oh, come on. No idea what to do, and he does seem to pick up red ones, so I definitely want one so that we can farm red ones. Now what I'm gonna do this so they don't have anything else. This is more important. So it looks like it's eating 2 times and then it borrows. That wasn't a borrow. Come on. Nope, there's my honey. Okay, I'm gonna Google this because this is making me frustrated. So give me 1 second, I'll be back in a sec again. Nope, I guess we're gonna do that next time, guys. I just checked, it seems like we're quite over time. Almost 10 minutes it seems. So I'm gonna leave a taming of this thing for the next episode, guys. Even though it seems like it's easy doing with Vivani, I think the timing for dropping it, that's where the problem comes in. So I'm gonna do some research off cam and check that out, and then I will bring you back in the next episode, guys. But for now, thank you guys for coming to check out my video on Aberration again, and also checking out some of the lore. And also thanks for putting through the lore. I know some people may find that boring, but those people can just skip that part, please, and then we can check out the gaming part. But I hope the other guys like the lore part. I know I went off a bit today about lore, especially with what's the guy's name again? Well, in any case, so we did a bit of more lore today, and I like doing lore. I like the background and so on. And I know I'm not going in deep because I don't want to bore you guys too much, so I'm just doing lightly and only basically doing the notes. So if you guys prefer, I would also like it to go much deeper into the lore. So I was thinking actually doing at the end of this season, summarizing all the lore from Island to Aberration in preparation for extinctions. release. So maybe that could be something interesting. So let me know what you guys think of that. And also I decided I am going to do that whole playthrough of Fallout 4. I talked about it in one of my previous episodes, but as I said, I did not see anybody else doing that on YouTube, so I want to do a playthrough like that, and I believe some people may find it useful. And the way I'm going to do it, and yes, especially with 76 is out, especially beta is out already, and I heard some negative things surrounding that, and I've heard some people comment and some friends comment that they'll rather play the real thing, and they're actually going to play the real, or not the real thing, Fallout 4 again, and that they want to do that. So yes, I thought that then it's a perfect thing. So maybe a lot of people would want to see normal Fallout 4 videos again. So yes, I think my timing could be fine, but I also believe it could be way late, especially for some people that has played 4 and forgot about it already. So yes, once again, check out my description for my links to my social media, my website, and feel free to leave a comment, like and subscribe, please guys, and then I will see you in the next one. Cheers!